reckon what you's wanting to know is why I'm in here. I reckon the reason I'm in here is 'cause I killed somebody. I reckon what you's wanting to know is how's come me kill somebody. So I'll start the front and tell you. I lived out back of my mother and father's place most of my life in a little old shed that my daddy had built for me. They didn't do much want me up there in the house with the rest of them. So mostly I just sat around out there in the shed and looked at the ground. I didn't have no floor out there, but I had me a quilt or two to put down there. My father was a hard-working man most of his life. Not that I could say the same for myself. I mostly just sat around out there in the shed, tinkered with a lawnmower or two. Went to school off and on from time to time. But the children out there are very cruel to me. Made quite a bit of sport of me. Made fun of me quite a bit. So mostly I just sat around out there in the shed. My daddy worked down there at the sawmill, the planer mill, for an old man named Dixon. Old man Dixon was a very cruel feller. Didn't treat his employees very well. Didn't pay too much of a wage. Didn't pay my daddy too much of a wage. Just barely enough to get by on, I reckon. But I reckon he got by all right. Used to come out one or the other of them. Usually my mother fed me pretty regular. I know he made enough where I could have mustard and biscuits 3 or 4 times a week. But old man Dixon, he had a boy. His name was Jesse Dixon. Jesse was really more cruel than his daddy was. He used to make quite a bit of sport of me when I was down there at the schoolhouse. He used to take advantage of little girls there in the neighborhood and all. He used to say that my mother was a very pretty woman. He said that quite a bit from time to time when I'd be down there at the schoolhouse. Well, I reckon you want me to get on with it and tell you what happened. So I reckon I'll tell you. I heard a commotion up there in the house. I was sitting out there one evening not doing too much nothing. Just standing at the wall, waiting on my mother to come out and give me my Bible lesson. I heard a commotion up there in the house, so I ran up on the screened-in porch to see what was going on. I looked in the window there and I saw my mother laying on the floor. She didn't have any clothes on. I seen Jesse Dixon laying on top of her. He was having his way with her. Well, I just seen red. I picked up a Kaiser blade that was sitting there by the screen door. Some folks call it a sling blade. I call it a Kaiser blade. It's kind of like a wood handle. It's kind of like an axe handle. It's shaped like a banana. Sharp on one edge and dull on the other. It's what the highway boys use to cut down weeds and whatnot. Well, I went in there in the house and I hit Jesse Dixon upside the head with it. Knocked him off my mother. I reckon that didn't quite satisfy me. So I hit him again with it in the neck, the sharp edge, and just plumb near cut his head off. Killed him.